podcast, and today we have a very special guest. We are speaking with a Canadian golf phenom, Brooke Henderson. Let's go! I was just saying, I can't believe it's been 3 years since we first met at the CP Women's Open. Are you still in Canada, or how have you been? What are you doing right now?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that earlier today, and it's crazy it's been 3 years. We need to catch up again soon. Hopefully we can play golf next summer or something. But I'm doing well. I'm actually back in Canada. I finished 2-week quarantine 2 weeks ago, and then I'm actually heading back down to the States in a few days to start playing again.
Nice. And before we begin, the actual questions, I just want to thank UNCP for all the work that they did for children's hospitals across Canada.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so our first actual question is, has golf changed? Has COVID changed any of your golf skills? When you went back to golf, did you feel a little rusty, or were you the same?
Yeah, COVID's just changed, I think, everybody's life a whole lot this year. Definitely been a lot to learn from. Patience is definitely a big one that I've learned these last few months. But yeah, I seem to be practicing a lot, working out a lot in the summer. But no matter how hard I worked, when I went back to play on tour, I was a little bit rusty. But I was able to shake off that rust after a few events, and was happy with how I was playing before I took another break.
Nice. And it was such a weird 2020 golf season. You skipped a few tournaments early in the season, but you came back and placed top 10 6 out of 8 times, and you won the Boca Rio tournament and came in second place in the AN Inspiration and Extra Holes. That's pretty steady golf.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was nice to get a few top 10s there in the month of September and October. Definitely nice to be competing again in contention on this weekend. It's always your goal to be playing in that final group come Sunday, and it's awesome to be playing against the best in the world. So hopefully I can keep that going and keep playing well the rest of the year.
Nice. And can we start talking about growing up in Smith Falls? You're obviously a great athlete. So did you ever think that you were going to be going to the big leagues as a goalie or as a golfer when you were little?
Yeah, I loved playing hockey, and I was a goalie just like my dad. And so it's pretty cool because he was my coach in hockey and is also my coach in golf, which is pretty neat. And I definitely had dreams, when I was younger, maybe I could go to the Olympics for hockey. And then maybe 10 years later, ended up going to the Olympics for golf. So you never really know how life's going to turn out. But it's just been an awesome ride. And I think growing up, I played a lot of different sports, which I think is really key. And it's definitely helped my golf game a lot.
Nice. I bet the goalie helped a lot with your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
So, who had the biggest impact on your life during your early years?
I would definitely say my parents and my sister. They've been a huge, amazing part of my life, supporting me from day one and providing me with a lot of opportunities, which I'm really grateful for. My sister, she's always been a huge role model, and to have her by my side, be my caddy, be my travel partner and my best friend, and just somebody that I can just tell everything to. I'm really happy that we get to share this experience together.
Nice. And you really need to focus in golf. How do you concentrate with thousands of people watching over you?
Good question. Like you said before, I feel like playing goalie and playing hockey really helped with my mental game in golf. Just being able to focus, and as a goalie, you're depended on a lot, and you're either the hero or you're really far from it. So I feel like in those early years when I was playing, I kind of learned how to deal with some pressure. And then now out on the golf course, I'm able to focus on what's really important. And most of the time, I do a pretty good job under pressure.
And you seem so calm and you have so control on the course. Have you ever thrown your club before?
Sh- I have, but that is not something I would ever recommend to anybody. Golf can be frustrating for sure, but it's also why we love it, right? It's
Yeah.
challenging, and every day you learn something.
And how special was it to win the Canadian Open in Saskatchewan? Like, what did fan support feel like when you did?
Yeah, that was amazing. It was honestly such a big dream come true. When I was younger playing golf, I always dreamed of playing in that event and then, eventually, hopefully, hoisting that trophy. And then to finally be able to do that was just incredible. And the fans that week, just like they are at every CP Women's Open, are just amazing. And to have their support really means the world to me. The only downside is you weren't there to celebrate with me, Xander.
I
We'll have to do it
know.
again in Ottawa, 2022, I think.
Yeah. And so this comes from a classmate of mine named Ella. What motivates you to play and get better?
I love playing the game of golf. It's really fun for me. But, I do have big dreams and big goals. And so every day, I'm just trying to improve a little bit. I talk with my coach, who's my dad, and also my sister, my caddy, and we try to focus on different things that I do need to work on, whether it's, putts inside 6 feet or maybe hitting wedges from 50 yards to 60 yards. And we try to focus on little small goals every day, and then hopefully they will lead to big dreams and big goals in a few years.
And what is your favorite major of this of the season and why?
Well, I definitely consider the CP Women's Open the sixth major on the LPGA Tour. So it's kind of cool for me to have six. Definitely weeks I want to peak for. I think next to the CP Women's Open, probably the KPMG Women's PGA Championship, just because I have a really good track record there. That's where I won my first major, and I tend to play well there every year.
Awesome. And how cool is it to have a sister as your caddy? Like, do you always agree on the course or?
Oh man, you asked some tough questions. Yeah, it's just amazing. We can be really honest with each other, which I think is great. Having a sibling work for you because you don't really have to beat around the bush. You can just tell her exactly the way it is. And, she's great and she's just trying to help me as much as she can and support me in any way. And so sometimes she does call me off some shots when I think I can do the impossible. She kind of brings me back to earth, but it's just an awesome relationship. And I definitely wouldn't have had the success so far without her by my side.
That's awesome. And I just understand that she just got married. Please say congratulations for me.
I will.
And is he a good guy? Do you think that he's a good guy? Do you approve him?
Yes, absolutely. We love Zach.
And are you busy with golf all year, or do you have some time to like relax? And like this also came from my classmate named Caleb. So do you have time enjoying doing things, other things, or is just golf all year?
Um, our normal schedule, it's pretty busy from January to the end of November, but we usually have December where we have some time off, and it's usually nice because we can spend, Christmas with family and friends and come back to Canada. But, every single week traveling with my sister and being able to, in a regular year, travel around the world and experience different things that way, it's fun. And, it is a lot of practicing, a lot of resting to make sure that you compete well. And then also, the tournament rounds are very busy, but at the same time, we try to take in the local culture as much as we can.
Nice. And my classmates and friends will be watching this. So, what advice would you like give them to chasing our dreams?
I think find something that you love, and then you're automatically going to want to do it all the time. So you're going to be practicing a lot. Just continue to work hard, and you never know where life will take you. I think patience is a big thing that I've learned while working hard. Stay patient, and yeah, I just feel like the possibilities are endless, and you might go down a road that you never expected, or maybe you've been dreaming of it your whole life. You know, you never know, but all you got to do is work hard, and hopefully things will work out the way they should.
Nice, and you are an inspiration to me. So I just want to thank you for joining my podcast. We'll be getting lots of likes for sure. But before we wrap it up, do you mind So you said that you would like some rapid fire questions, right?
Yep.
So many of these questions came from my friends at St. Anne's as well, classmates at St. Anne in Canada. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What's the most impressive, mind-blowing shot you've made from Olivia?
Probably in the playoff in 2016 when I hit the 3 feet to beat Lydia Ko.
And what's been your favorite moment of your career from Bradley?
Winning the CP Women's Open.
And what is your favorite part of golf from Luca?
Probably the challenge.
How old were you when you started playing?
3 years old.
3 years old. That's actually amazing. And what was your first major championship you've ever won again?
KPMG Women's PGA.
And which male player can you outdrive from my teacher, Miss LeBlanc?
Zander. I'm not sure. I hit it around 270, so you have to look at the stats.
And what is your go-to pre-game meal?
Usually I have an omelet.
And what's your favorite song on your playlist?
I love country music, so anything country.
What is your favorite club?
Driver.
And if you were able to play around with anyone, past or present, who would it be and why?
That plays on tour?
Yeah.
I would say Lydia Ko.
Well, anyone. Like anyone.
Anyone ever?
Anyone ever.
Maybe go Arnold Palmer. I stick with Lydia and maybe Annika Swernstam.
And what is your favorite golf movie?
Greatest game ever played.
Nice. Thank you so much for being a part of my first ever podcast with somebody. And good luck next season. Say hello to your mom and dad for me.
I will. Thanks so much, Zander. I really enjoyed it. We'll have to catch up again soon.
All right. See you later.
Great to see you.